You decided to become your own boss after you got fired from what you described as your dream job. What happened?
Dream job. So I thought I was on top of the world. Everybody liked me. I was doing a good job, but a new boss came in and decided that I don't want you anymore. I'm bringing new people in. And so in an instant, my world was completely shattered, absolutely shattered. And I decided really in that moment that I needed to come up with some way to write my own paycheck so that I was never in a position again where any one person or one company could strip me of that paycheck and really my entire self-esteem. So I decided to start a business, and I've been doing it for 12 years, and so far, it's all going strong.
And now you're helping other women launch their own businesses. And you say, I love this, that it's all about the spark and the hustle.
That's
right.
What
does that mean?
So the spark is that great idea that we have. I want to, create gluten-free cookies. I want to be a graphic designer and build my graphic design business. It's something that I live and breathe. I can't think of anything else other than this. That's my spark. But then there's another piece of it if you want to make money on it, and that's the hustle, and that's the hard part. It's who am I going to sell this to? How am I going to market it? Who's going to pay me to do this? And that's often where a lot of people fall short, and that's everything that I teach is about how to hustle. I'm not going to be able to give you that spark. You have it or you don't, and you know when you have it, but it's really about that hustle. It's making things happen so that you can make money doing what you love to do.
All right, well, let's say you have the spark. Let's talk about the hustle part, because you say that social networking has changed the landscape for small businesses.
Yes.
How?
It really has, because if you look at a place like Facebook, 500 million people are on Facebook. It levels the playing field. So we see gigantic corporations, teeny solopreneurs, all competing for an audience and eyeballs on Facebook. There's a great woman who I met through Spark and Hustle, Cindy Morrison. She was laid off from a job in Tulsa, Oklahoma, had to completely reinvent herself, and decided that what she would do was write a book. She had no money, though, for any kind of promotion, a book tour, none of that. So she went onto Facebook, built a fan base, and in the first month of having that book out, sold more than 1,000 copies of her book, all through Facebook.
Wow.
All through Facebook. And we hear people doing that all the time.
Yeah, but I think the issue is a lot of women are just intimidated by this lack of, maybe they think they have a lack of education or experience. So to get into business for themselves. So what do you want them to know?
I want them to know, not proud, but college dropout, never took a business class, and make your own rules. There's another woman who I adore named Vivian Tenario, dropped out of high school because she was a pregnant teen mom, became a teen mom, and she decided that she was very terrified recently about losing her job, had a family recipe of flan, the dessert flan. She wanted to make a business with her flan. Everybody said, you're crazy, you can't do that, you don't have the knowledge, the education, the context, you don't have any of it. And she had what I call the hustle, the determination. And she said, watch, after showing lots of people taste testing the flan, people said they loved it. She got in her car, drove 5 hours to the Whole Foods headquarters in Austin, Texas, begged a receptionist to let somebody taste that flan who was a buyer. The next week she had an order. She's now in 170
now that's
stores.
hustle.
Yes,
That's
that
hustle. It's really about make your own rules. Make your own rules.
All right, what are some of the common mistakes that people make when starting their own small business?
One of the biggest, especially for women, is that we undervalue our time and talent. So I want you to place a value on who you are and what you have to offer. We think that we need to give it away for free. We think that if we just give it away for free, people are going to love it so much that they're ultimately going to want to pay us for it. And unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. And then it's really focusing on the sales element. Women don't like to sell. We rather be the nurturers, the doers. We rather focus on creating our product or service. But we don't want to have to ask someone for money for it. And the reality is, you deserve to make money, as much money as you want to make. And so money needs to be a big focus of your efforts. Like, don't be afraid to talk about money. Don't be afraid to ask for money. That's the way that you build a small business.